Let me share the screen. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 4, verse 13. Bhuyo namashad vrichina chideshatham
Bhuyo nama sadvijina shite satam
asambhavaya khila sattva murtaye
asambhava bhayaya khila sattva murtaye
pumsham punah paramahamsya ashrame
pumsam paramhansya ashrame
vyavastithanam anumrigya dashuse
vyavasthitanam anumrikya dashushe
Bhuyo namashad vrijina chideshatham
Bhuyo nama sadvijina shite satam
asambhavaya khila sattva murtaye
asambhayaya khila sattva murtaye
pumsam punah paramahamsya ashrame
Pumsam punah paramhamsya-ashrame
vyavastithanam anumrigya dashushe
vyayasthitanam anumragya dashushe
Bhuyo namashad vrijina chideshatham
Bhuyo namasa vijana chideshatam
asambhavaya khila sattva murtaye
asambhaya akhila sattva murtaye
Pumsam punah paramahamsya ashrame
Pumsam punah paramhamsya-ashrame
vyavastithanam anumrigya dashushe.
vyayasthitanam anumragya dashushe
Please recite.
Bhuyo namasa vijana chidda asatam
Bhuyo namasad vrijina chideshatam
Asambhavaya yakhila sattva murtaye
asambhavaya kila sattva murtaye
Pumsam punah paramahamsya ashrame
pumsam punah paramahamsya ashrame
Vyavasthitanam anumrigya dashushe
vyavastithanam anumrigya dashushe. Translation purport by Stephen Grace, Savai Charnarinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai.
Synonyms. Bhuya, again.
Bhuya again.
Nama, my obeisances.
Nama my obeisances.
Sat, of the devotees or the pious.
Sat of the devotees or the pious.
Vrijina, distresses.
Vijina distresses.
Chidhe, the liberator.
Chide the liberator.
Asatham, of the atheists.
Asatam of the
Devotee
atheists.
demons.
The non-devotee demons.
Asambhavaya, cessation of further unhappiness.
Asambhavaya, cessation of further unhappiness.
Akhila, complete.
Akhila, complete.
Sattva, goodness.
Sattva, goodness.
Murtaya, unto the personality.
Murti, unto the personality.
Pumsam, of the transcendentalists.
Pumsam of the transcendentalists.
Again, Puna, again.
Puna, again.
Paramahamsye, the highest stage of spiritual perfection.
Paramhamsya, the highest stage of spiritual perfection.
Ashrame, in the status.
Ashram, in the status.
Vyavastithanam, particularly situated.
Vyavasthitanam, particularly situated.
Anumrigya, the destination.
Anumrikya, the destination.
Dashushe, one who delivers.
Dasushe, one who delivers.
Translation, please repeat after me. I again offer my respectful obeisances unto the form of complete existence and transcendence.
I again offer my respectful obeisances unto the form of complete existence and transcendence.
Who is the liberator of the pious devotees from all distresses?
Who is the liberator of the pious devotees from all distresses?
And the destroyer of the further advances in atheistic temperament of the non-devotee demons.
And the destroyer of the further advances in the atheistic temperament of the non-devotee demons.
For the transcendentalists
For the transcendentalists
who are situated in the topmost spiritual perfection,
who are situated in the topmost spiritual perfection,
he grants their specific destinations.
he grants their specific destinations.
Purport.
Purport. Lord Sri Krishna is the complete form of all existence, both material and spiritual. Akhila means complete, or that which is not khila, inferior. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, there are two kinds of nature, prakriti, namely the material nature and the spiritual nature, or the external and internal potencies of the Lord. The material nature is called apara, or inferior, and the spiritual nature is called superior, or transcendental. Therefore, the form of the Lord is not of the inferior material nature. He is complete transcendence, and he is murti, or having transcendental form. The less intelligent men who are unaware of his transcendental form describe him as impersonal Brahman. But Brahman is simply the rays of his transcendental body, Yasya Prabha. The devotees who are aware of his transcendental form render him service. Therefore, the Lord also reciprocates by his causeless mercy and thus delivers his devotees from all distresses. The pious men who follow the rulings of the Vedas are also dear to him, and therefore the pious men of this world are also protected by him. The impious and the non-devotees are against the principles of the Vedas, and so such persons are always hampered from making advances in their nefarious activities. Some of them who are specially favored by the Lord are killed by him personally, as in the cases of Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, and Kamsa. And thus such demons get salvation, and are thereby checked from further progress in their demoniac activities. Just like a kind father, either in his favor upon the devotees or his punishment of the demons, he is ever kind to everyone because he is the complete existence for all individual existence. The Paramahamsa stage of existence is the highest perfectional stage of spiritual values. According to Srimati Kunti Devi, the Lord is factually understood by the Paramhamsas only, as there is the gradual realization of transcendence from impersonal Brahman to localized Paramatma to the personality of Godhead, Purushottama, Lord Krishna. Similarly, there is gradual promotion of one's situation in the spiritual life of a sannyasa. Kuti Chaka, Bahudaka, Parivrajacharya, and Paramahamsa are gradual progressive stages in the renounced order of life. Sannyasa and Queen Kunti Devi, the mother of Pandavas, has spoken about them in her prayers for Lord Krishna, Canto 1, Chapter 8. The Paramahamsas are generally found among both the impersonalists and the devotees, but according to Srimad Bhagavatam, as clearly stated by Kunti Devi, pure bhakti yoga is understood by the Paramahamsas, and Kunti Devi has specially mentioned that the Lord descends Paritranaya Sadhunam, especially to award Bhakti Yoga to the Paramhamsas. So ultimately, the Paramhamsas, in the true sense of the term, are unalloyed devotees of the Lord. Srila Jiva Goswami has directly accepted that the highest destination is Bhakti Yoga, by which one accepts the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Those who accept the path of Bhakti Yoga are factual Paramhamsas. Since the Lord is very kind to everyone, the impersonalists who accept Bhakti as the means of merging in the existence of the Lord in his impersonal Brahma Jyoti are also awarded their desired destination. In the Bhagavad Gita 4.11, he has assured everyone, Ya yatha mam prapadyante. According to Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti, there are two classes of Paramahamsas, namely the Brahmanandis, impersonalists, and the Paramanandis, devotees, and both are awarded their desired destination. Although Premanandis, devotees, and both are awarded their desired destinations. Although the Premanandis are more fortunate than Brahmanandis, but both the Brahmanandis and Premanandis are transcendentalists, and they have nothing to do with the inferior material nature, full of existential miseries of life.
हरि ओम तत्सदोम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ओम विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताक स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमो आचार्यपदाय निताय कृपप्रदायिने गौरकथाधामदाय नगरग्रामधारिणे नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादे पाश्चात्यादिसतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे 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 नाम कृष्ण यादवाय नम हरे गोपाल गोविंद राम श्री मधुसूदन काम करो दिवाचालम पंगुल्लंगायते गिरिमत कृपातमानंदे श्री गुरुम जनतारिणम परमानंद माधवम श्री चैतन्यमीश्वरम भूयो नमः षद्वृजिने चिदेशतां संभवाय अखिलसत्त्वमूर्तये पुंसां पुनः पारमहंस्याश्रमे व्यवस्थितानामनुमृग्यताशुषे. Very beautiful words, and Sukadeva Goswami started offering transcendental uh, prayers, starting from very beginning of the three guna avatars, and now he is offering his respectful obeisances unto the form. That's very important. We are not offering obeisances, devotees are to impersonal Brahman. They are offering the form, which is the souls of the impersonal Brahman, the complete existence and the complete transcendence, which means beyond anything material. It's completely spiritual and the complete existing as a form. That is Krishna. And he is the liberator of not only pious, but also the destroyer of the further advances in atheistic temperament of the non-devotee demons. He is kind to both the demon and the pious, and he is the deliverer of the devotees. So, Krishna is very kind. Despite he is establishing an environment for the conditioned souls, those who forgot Krishna, to give them a chance for their sense gratification and realize their constitutional position and serve Krishna out of love. That situation, everyone has to achieve goal of life. So he is giving a chance. And in that, when the chances are given, Vedas are dear to Krishna, so he is also kind to the pious people. He is also kind to the demons. And what to speak of the devotees? He is very dear to the devotees. So he is very kind. Apart from the Purusha incarnations, Kshirodhara Sai Vishnu and Garbhoda Sai Vishnu, who takes several different incarnations, Ida Dharmasya. So they will keep on taking unlimited incarnations to maintain the dharma and giving a chance to the conditioned soul to proceed. But Krishna is very kind. He has automated the system because he is complete Purnamida Purnamada Purna Purnadudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. So he is complete whole, and everything is complete. Whatever emanations are also complete, what is balance also complete. So in that sense, it's a kind of automated. So everything is set completely. The path to liberation is completely set here. The process, the activities, everything has been set here. But still, he is very kind that he comes. Okay, despite he has so much incarnations and maintaining permanently here as a Vishnu Tattva, but still Krishna is coming. This is his kindness. He's personally descending. He doesn't have any work actually. He doesn't have any work. He's supremely independent and he's the supreme enjoyer. But still he comes because he's very kind to both the atheists and the theists. And he's such a beautiful form. and he is coming to show his wonderful, beautiful form as he is. Anyone, theist or atheist, will get attracted to the form of the Lord, and anyone who gets attracted is very fortunate. So Krishna, he is the complete form. The source of any form that exists both in the spiritual and material is Krishna. He is the complete form. He is the complete, he is Purna. And he is the complete of all existence. Anything existing is but is energy only. So other than his energy and his form, and from which everything emanates. So there's nothing away from him, whether it's material or spiritual. So Akila, the word Akila is used to show the completeness of Krishna. Completeness, the source of all the sources, the cause of all the causes. So he's Akila Rasamrita Murti. He is the form of all kinds of rasas. He is the supreme enjoyer. And in Bhagavad Gita, Apara, Para, Prakriti, two Prakritis are mentioned. These are all nothing but potencies of the Lord, the external and the internal. The marginal nature is called Apara, and external is called Para. Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti. We, the living entities, are the expansions of the Apara Prakriti, the marginal potency of Krishna. And the spiritual nature, that is superior or transcendental. So, the form of the Lord is complete, transcendental, all spiritual, and is the complete form for souls of any other forms and souls of any other existence, material or spiritual. So he is beyond everything. That is why the intelligent devotee, they will always worship the form of the Lord. Shamam Tripangalalitam Niyata Prakasham. They can see the Lord. Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santas Sadaiva Hridayeshu Vilokayanti Yam Shyama Sundaram Achintya Gunaswarupa Govindamadi Varsham Tamaham Bhajami. They have to apply the eye ointment, love of Krishna as eye ointment. So then it is possible. That can be received only by performing devotional service. And the devotional service can only be performed when you are in association with the person who is performing the devotional service. So it cannot be created from here in the material, because na bhaved grahya indriya. Devotional service is the means. Devotional service means bhakti. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Through only devotional service, one can approach Krishna. And the devotional service is na bhaved grahyam indriya. So it's not approachable by any jadendriyas, the inferior energies. So only by marginal potency, you can make an attempt to get into internal potency. As a more expansion of marginal potency, we have the tendency to be attracted into either material or spiritual. So we are somehow or the other fallen here in the material existence, but we are still marginal only. We are still the expansion of marginal potency of Krishna. So we have still the attraction towards Krishna and the internal potency always, eternally, because that's eternal. Our nature is eternal. And material nature, this thing, spiritual nature is the internal potency. So by rendering loving devotional service to Krishna, one can approach Krishna. That is the only way. Bhaktya mama vijanati. And Krishna can be very easily obtained by one who has accepted, a person who has already attained Krishna. Jnaninas tattva darshinaha. When you take the bona fide spiritual master and surrender unto him and serve him nicely and inquire unto him about Krishna, about Gauranga, then he will reveal him to you, because he has seen the truth. And Guru Maharaj is giving Gauranga class without even be asking. That is his kindness. That is the mercy. This is a mercy. Guru Krishna Kripa Paye Bhakti Lata Beach. So Gauranga and Guru is giving us so mercy so that we can understand Krishna very easily and very nicely. And regarding Krishna, everything is transcendental. Be it Brahmajyoti or Paramatma and Bhagavan. All three aspects are transcendental. So those intelligent men who are less intelligent, they do not understand the form of the Lord, that his form is complete in all respects and the souls of all other forms. They don't understand that. So they take to the impersonal Brahman. The impersonal Brahmans are the radiation emanated from the body of Krishna, the body which is transcendental in nature, which is Sad Chid Anandamaya. That is his body. That is his form. Vigraha means form, his body. His body and him and his name are not different. Abhinatva nama namina. So Krishna is complete. Krishna is complete whole, and there is nothing different amongst himself of varieties. He, his form, his name, his qualities, his attributes, his, achintya gunas, and his pastimes, his entourage, his instructions, nothing is different. When we say entourage, is the associates of the Lord, the representative of the Supreme Lord. Just like Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, the Acharya Parampara, they come in that. So Sukadeva Goswami is very intelligently offering his obeisances to that complete Krishna, who is the liberator, who is kind to both pious and atheist, and who is having such a wonderful form, which is the complete form. So that is Sukadeva Goswami. So Sukadeva Goswami is also a Paramahamsa. So Paramahamsa is one who is in the highest perfectional stage of spiritual values. Kunti Devi has mentioned this definition of Paramahamsa. And Paramahamsa is achieved by the gradual process of performing devotional service and a bona fide spiritual master. Then the Paramahamsa stage. Srila Prabhupada said all the Grahasthas must become Paramahamsa because they have more opportunities to render devotional service to Krishna along with his wife, husband, family, whoever associated. So they have a better opportunity to become a Paramahamsa very easily. And Prabhupada wanted that. Paramahamsa is not identified by the dress, sannyasa garb. No. The robe of sannyas is not important. The person is important. The person should be a Paramahamsa. Paramahamsa is the last stage, the ultimate stage, the highest perfectional stage of the spiritual existence for a living entity. Sannyasa has Kuticha, Bhautaka, Parivridakachara, and Paramahamsa. And the Paramahamsa is the last stage. Acharya Parampara, like Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj, they are not gradually progressing to the sannyasa stage. They have descended into the Paramahamsa stage. That is the last down earth to earth that they can come down. Beyond that, they cannot fall. So they are coming down to the level of Paramahamsa, which is the highest stage from here to rise into the spiritual values. So Kunti Devi is telling that. And Srimad Bhagavatam is also telling pure Bhakti Yoga. Pure Bhakti Yoga can be only understood and exhibited and taught by these Paramahamsas. That is why we have to take shelter of a bona fide spiritual master and practice the Bhakti Yoga under his guidelines. Then we will also understand the pure Bhakti. Gradually, we will also become the Paramahamsa, because a Paramahamsa can make others Paramahamsas. That's very natural. That's very natural. Sangha. The Sangha will happen. Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi Hoya. Sadhu means a pure devotee who is engaged in devotional service 24 hours both day and night, unalloyed devotees of the Lord. So this Bhakti Yoga is the beginning, means, and end. Srila Jiva Goswami also have accepted that Bhakti Yoga. That's the way Paramahamsa exists. And the Lord, Supreme Lord, Krishna, is very kind, very kind. Whether he is an impersonalist or he is a Bhakti yogi or he is an atheist or he is a pious activity, karmi, doesn't matter. Krishna is kind to everybody. He is kind. And he awards according to their willingness to, inclination towards Krishna. Ye yathatma prapatyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. So that is Krishna's nature. And he awards destination accordingly. So these Brahmanandis, they are getting Ananda from Brahma, impersonalist. They are not Mayavadis generally, they are Brahmavadis. The Brahmavadis are the students who are progressing in the transcendental science. While progressing, they first realize the Brahman, and then they realize the Paramatma, and then they realize the ultimate Akila Rasamrita Murti Krishna. So, in the Brahman stage, just like even the Sukadeva Goswami, born liberated at the time, was in Brahman stage. The four Kumaras, they are also Brahmavadis initially. Okay, so these are all the good examples. So, Brahmananda, they are situated in the Ananda of Brahma Jyoti. They are also progressing. But devotees, bhakti, those who are performing devotion service, they are in the Prema Ananda. Krishna Prema Ananda is obtained through performing devotional service. So it's a Sevananda. Premananda is Sevananda. So when you do some devotional service to Krishna, then devotional service to Krishna means it has to be completely pure. Anya vilasita sunyam jnana karma adi anavritam anukulyene Krishna anusuilanam bhaktir uttama. Uttama bhakti when you are performing, which does not have tinge of material, anything related to jnana, karma, etc., etc. And you accept favorable to perform devotion service situation, and not unfavorably thinking Krishna as enemy, but favorably thinking Krishna as friend, as master, as parent, or as a son, as a conjugal lover. There are a variety of opportunities according to our capacity. So we perform devotional service. So when we do perform devotional service, then the Sevanandis are the Premanandis. They get Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema is the last stage. So preliminary to the last stage is the Bhava stage. So Anubhava, Bhava. So they experience that particular Ananda by love of Krishna and not due to Brahma Jyoti. So these are all the Premanandi and Brahmanandi. They both exist in the transcendental platform, but the Premanandis are much, much superior to the Brahmanandis because these Premanandis are engaged in activities of devotional service, whereas Brahmanandis, they are not engaged in activities. They have not learned devotional service yet, because they didn't find a form to perform service, render services. They are in the Brahma Jyoti, Ananda. So they're progressing. But Premanandis have reached the ultimate destination, which is performing pure devotional service platform. Thank you very much. Any questions or comments or realization you can share with us? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Thank you very much. So we will resume our class tomorrow morning sharp at 8 o'clock, 8:15. And till then, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Patita Pawan Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Vaishnava Pranam. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam bhavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Premanande. Premanande is we are. Haribo.